All right, on to the next step of Autodesk Inventor Crash Course. We're going to take our wing and convert it into a drawing that we can print and work with and to share some information about. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a new file, and it's going to be a drawing file. When you do that, it's going to throw up some paper here. Now, this piece of paper is gigantic, okay? It's for a monster printer. So we're going to edit the sheet size here by right-clicking on sheet 1, selecting Edit Sheet, and then changing the size to size A. This gives us 8.5 by 11 paper, which is what our printers print with. This table here just takes up a bunch of space. So we're going to right-click on A and SI large and delete that as well. So now we're just left with some paper. All right, so to do our first drawing, we're going to do just a multi-view isometric drawing of the wing. So we're going to pick a base view that makes sense for our wing. And so that airfoil profile looks like a great view with a lot of details. The only issue with it is it does not have the longest dimensions, right? It does not have that 12-inch dimension. But I think that the detail of this it overweighs that. So I'm going to select this as my front view. So I'll just hit OK. And this is going to print at a scale of 1:1, which is going to be nice for later because we can actually print a couple of these and then cut these out and use them to shape our airfoils. The next step for us is to project this view so we can see the top and side views as well. So we're going to select base here. I'm sorry, not base, projected. We're going to click here and project it, and oh my goodness, it's so big. It's like bigger than the paper. So actually, we are going to have to adjust the scale on this drawing. I didn't think about that beforehand. So I'm going to double click here, and where it said scale earlier, we're going to change this to a quarter scale, maybe a half scale, and we can make this fit. So again, when you put in that, and I'll walk you through this again here. Let's leave this view, and I'll just do base view again. Right here, let's do half scale. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to fit the wing on there. All right, so we'll bring it in down here at the corner. So that's our front view in the bottom left. We'll project our geometry. There's our top view. Go over to the side and click. That is our side view, but it's the leading edge of the wing. Or perhaps a trailing edge, actually, because of the position of my airfoil. And then the isometric will go here, and then I right click and select create. So that makes my wing. It would be nice to include some dimensions here overall. So I'm also going to select annotate and dimension, and start by dimensioning this front view airfoil profile. I'm going to add the units of inches here. Let's put a double apostrophe there. So that's short for inches. We can also put in the height here dimension. Apostrophe. And then the depth dimension will go up here. So I'm just going from here to here. And a little apostrophe on that one. All right. And then a text box with my name. Mr. Hankins, period, whatever. Okay. I want to move that around. I can a little bit. Oops. Can I? I thought I could. There you go. I just have to make sure I have the right thing. All right. So I'm going to print one of these myself on the STEM Rico printer. And we'll let it print here for a second, and then I'll go grab it. We're going to make another drawing too. So we're going to do another new drawing and another standard regular drawing. We're going to change the sheet size again to size A. So edit sheet. After right clicking on it, size A. Okay, get rid of this table. The other thing we're really interested in is at least two airfoil profiles to scale that we can use to help us shape the wings later. So we're going to place the base view again. of our wing. And this should open up by default if you have your wing file already open, your wing part file already open. If it doesn't, you may have to look for that file here. But because I have the wing already open here, it just puts it in because it's only a part file it knows, and it defaults to what is open. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to actually put in another base view of this wing as well. So we have two wings now, and I'm going to print this as well. I'll be right back. All right. So what I'm left with now is a dimension technical drawing of my airfoil, which is perfect. This goes in that slide for develop solution where it asks for a technical drawing of your airfoil. So you can take a screenshot of that and put that in there. You can actually save it as a picture too. Maybe I should show you that real quick. So you could just like literally without printing it, insert it. So you can just go file, export here, and export it out as an image and save it that way too. And so if you look here, here's actually a bitmap or a JPEG of your wing. You can insert that into your presentation or your slideshow documenting your design process. All right, now the other interesting thing I have here is this drawing. So I should be able to cut these things out and then use them to help plan out when I go to shape my airfoil or wing out of the foam board. So you want one for each end. And then in class, we'll talk about how, once you've gotten one of those, how you can plan out where you're going to cut with the hot wire cutters and how you're going to sand this down to shape what you're looking for. But that is that. So goodbye.